So this recipe calls for 2.5 pounds of oranges, and I have 5 pounds here. I happen to have some mandarin oranges, sweet and seedless mandarin oranges. I have a 5-pound bag. I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm going to use all of these oranges. The first thing I'm doing is cutting the ends off of these oranges. The recipe actually calls for leaving the peels on, but I'm going to take the peels off because I'm going to make some orange peel candy. This video was like totally inspired by Blue off of Blue Self-Reliance. I'll put her channel link down in the description below. I will save these for later on. I'm going to dry them out and I could use them for potpourri or spiced tea. You could put them in, you know, a Sprite or something to have a citrus drink. You can use them for, you know, whatever you want, but I'm not going to throw these away. I'll save those. I am going to peel these. This comes straight out. The recipe that I'm using comes straight out of the Ball Home Preserving book. So anyway, I'll just continue to cut my oranges. These mandarin oranges seriously peel so easy. And I'm going to make candy with those. So I've just been cutting, you know, like a slit here. And peeling. Comes off so easy. All right, I've got them peeled and cut, got them all separated, so now I'm going to go ahead and start the brine. The recipe calls for 3 cinnamon sticks. I have a half of a cinnamon stick, and that is it. But what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our spices in this bag to set into our other mixture, our sugar and water mixture. So, oh, there's something a string hanging off there. Anyway, you can order these off of Amazon. That's where I got them. Anyway, there's my half a cinnamon stick. So the allspice, it calls for 1.5 teaspoons of whole allspice. I don't have cinnamon sticks the correct amount, so I'm just going to put like 3 teaspoons of allspice in here to kind of make up for that cinnamon. And then the whole cloves is 1.5 teaspoons of whole cloves. Okay, so there's that. We'll go ahead and get started on the liquid. It calls for 1.25 cups of sugar. We're doubling this recipe, so we're going to put 2.5 cups of sugar. I'll either put the recipe in the description below or in the comment section. There's my 2.5 cups sugar. For 1.25 cups of honey. And I'm doubling, so we're going to do 2.5 cups of honey. 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, so we're going to do 6 tablespoons. I'm going to bring this to a boil over medium-high heat and until the sugar is completely dissolved. Stir it occasionally. All right, she is boiling now. I'm going to go ahead and drop our bag of spices in. Give that a little stir. Then I'm going to grab the oranges and put those in. All right, those are covered. I'm going to go ahead and boil these. I believe it says about 40 minutes until they are nice and glazed. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and sterilize my jars, and these are 1/2 pint jars that they're going into. I used the crystal-y ones just because I think they're just so pretty. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these sterilized. Now we're just using a slotted spoon, scooping out our oranges and canning them up. It says it makes 3. I doubled the batch, and so I'm hoping that it makes 6. My oranges are mandarin oranges. They're kind of small, so I'm just really not sure how much it's going to make, but we'll just wait and see. These are hot jars because this is major hot oranges here and syrup, and you don't want your jars to bust, and you want them to be sterilized anyway. Right now I'm just topping these off with the syrup, and I'm leaving a 1/2 inch of headspace. So it filled up 6 half-pint jars. I did double the batch, and it said that it would make 3. So I'm pretty happy with that outcome. But I do have quite a bit of syrup left, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in this jar here, and I'll can that also because that'll be so good for marinades and things like that. You can put it on ice cream or whatever. This is basically just that honey spice orange syrup. And you guys don't have to do exactly what I do. Don't follow what I do 100%. Do your own research. But I added about a half a cup of brown sugar into that when I was boiling the orange slices, okay? So it might have a different color. So I'm going to fill that up. And actually, oh my gosh, I think I might have enough for another jar. Just going to go around the edges of the jar to debubble. Get any bubbles out of there. Now we're going to wipe off these rims with a touch of vinegar or water if that's all you have. But obviously get that sweetness off of there because even the oranges were sweet. That sugar is very sticky. And you want your jars to seal. I have them all with the flat lids on there, and I have all the rings on, and I have closed them finger tight. I'm going to go put them in the water bath. If you haven't water bathed before, what you're wanting to do is you're going to want to put your cans in the pot of water and cover them about at least 1 inch over your cans. This is actually my pressure canner, but I don't have my water bath canner right now. So you can really use any kind of pot as long as it has a thing on the bottom to where the burner doesn't directly burn on the bottom of those jars. So anyway, I'm going to cover this up, and once it starts boiling, that's when I will set my timer for 10 minutes. Let's see. Spin it around. That's funny. It's pretty. Okay, so these have boiled for 10 minutes. I've pulled the lid off. Water bath canners usually have a basket that you can pull out and let set up on top for about 5 minutes. I don't have one of those, like I said, because I don't have my water bath canner here. But I'm just going to let those sit down in there for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to pull them out. They're popping as soon as I pull them out. You're supposed to wait 24 hours before you even touch these after you pull them out of the pressure canner or the water bath, just to be on the safe side. But they've all sealed already except for this one down here. There's one that hasn't sealed, but once that one seals and these cool down a little bit, then I will go ahead and remove these rings. See, this one's really loose, like I can remove it right now. It's sealed. I hope you guys give this a try. It's super easy, and it is absolutely delicious. They'll make perfect little Christmas gifts, or you can keep them for yourself.